Right, this is a walk around video, and this is for a Vauxhall Insignia, and it's a diesel SRI version, 2011 car with 61,000 miles on the clock. The car's in absolutely fantastic condition, it really is. I don't normally do the videos here, but they're doing a bit of work close to where we do them, so hence I've come around here today. And the sun's quite low, but I'll do the very best I can to see if I can pick up with anything that's immediately obvious for you. It is very, very clean indeed. Lights and lenses on the car completely clear and intact. Pardon me. There's no cracks or condensation in any of those at all. Bonnet of the car is very, very, very clean. I can't see any sort of major or obvious stone chips on there. There must be something, but they're not immediately obvious, as I said. And to come down, get my shadow out of the way, to the near side of the car first, and it's pretty much absolutely like a mirror down the panel work there. Really, really clean. Front wing completely unmarked. Front near side alloy, this is one that's prone to take most of the damage, and there's nothing on there that I can see of any note at all. And then the remaining panel work down here is absolutely lovely. Rear near side alloy, again absolutely clean as a whistle. Just a tiny couple of marks, a couple of spokes. Sorry, I did miss those. Sorry, let's say that again. There's a couple there which you could easily touch in, but they are on there. The point of the video is to be critical, so hence if I can pick up on them I will. Back of the car itself, again very, very clean and tidy. And to come around to the off side of the vehicle, as with the near side, very, very clean in the panels there. It really, really is. Offside rear alloy, very good. It's the tiniest bit of curving right on the outside edge, but again, doesn't detract in any way. So the paintwork on the main panels is probably some of the best you'll see. And final alloy, again, really, really good. So externally, apart from a couple of really, really minor blemishes, looking at a car in absolutely beautiful condition. Coming to the boot area, it is an absolutely monstrous boot in here. You could fit pretty much anything in there. It's again very, very good condition. Coming to the back of the car, again, all been kept very, very nicely indeed. So it's been given the lightest of hoovers, but it came to me in really, really nice condition, this car. Come to the front of the vehicle, on the near side, on the passenger side here, absolutely great condition. Front passenger seats, looks as though it's been given the very, very lightest of use. It's been kept absolutely beautifully. Come to the driver's side, driver's door card again, very clean and tidy. Footwell areas again, all been kept in really nice condition. And driver's seat, as with all the others, again, in really, really nice order. So sat inside the car now, engine's running through this part of the video, so you can see the dashboard illuminated. The dashboard itself is in absolutely wonderful condition. As you can see here, it is the full sat-nav model with the big screen sat-nav up nice and high there, all working exactly as it should as well. All the switch gear, all the little cubby holes been kept very, very, very nicely indeed. 6-speed gearbox lever again, all in good condition. And then you've got your main control there, as you can see, for your navigation system. If I pan up here into the dashboard, go into there, you can see 61,097 miles, and apart from a low fuel light, there's no warning lights on the dashboard. There is a maintenance warning reminder light, I should say, but the car's getting serviced tomorrow, so obviously that will nullify that. Then you've got a multifunction steering wheel, which looks and feels pretty much as new in hand. The video doesn't really do the interior of the car justice, in all honesty. It's in absolutely fantastic condition in here. So finally, just to show you, we do have the original owner's manual pack, and very importantly, the lock and wheel nut key is here and present with the car. What will follow this video will be a road test of this very car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Vauxhall Insignia, and it's the SRI diesel. This particular car is registered DV11LZH with a mileage at the start of the road test of 61,091 miles. The reason we do these road tests is very, very simple indeed. We just basically want the customers who are interested in buying our cars to be able to see the cars that we're actually selling in operation. That way, if there's any issues on the car, we can and we will relay them back to you. They're also done on the same very, very quiet country roads close to our premises, so hopefully be representative of what you'd feel yourself if offered a test drive on the car. Just a little bit of a very brief background to this particular vehicle. Our business predominantly sells, a Honda and Lexus, amongst other Japanese cars. It's just the kind of business model we've always had. Both myself and Tony used to work for the Honda main dealer. But we do obviously take the effectively non-franchise cars in on part exchanges, as with this one here, and that's exactly what's happened. This car's come in on a part exchange, came in today. I've already driven the car, so I knew what it was like prior to coming in quite clearly. But very well looked after car. It's in lovely condition, obviously a very nice mileage. It's a lovely spec with the sat-nav option on the car as well. But the car drives beautifully. Engine starts absolutely instantly, settles to very smooth, very even idle. Very, very willing engine. Pulls very strongly from low down throughout the rev band of the car. It's got a typical diesel delivery, but it's very instant, very linear, but very, very quiet indeed. The thing that's noticeable about this car is, is its refinement. It's a very, very quiet vehicle. Not just in terms of engine noise, but the lack of wind noise and road noise is noticeable by its absence. Looking at the engine, the dashboard rather, there's absolutely no warning lights on the dashboard relating to the engine or any other part of the vehicle. Temperature gauge running at a half, which I'm told is pretty much exactly where it should be on one of these cars, and it all seems in very, very fine order indeed. Engine then feeds through clutch and into gearbox. The clutch on the car, smooth, positive in operation. Bike point is exactly where it should be as well, but all in very, very fine fettle there. Gearbox on the car, obviously it's a 6-speed gearbox in these vehicles. So much better than the previous Vauxhall gearboxes from many years ago. It's a very nice gear change actually. It's relatively short in throw, nice and precise in action. Very simple and easy to use, and as I said, quite unlike previous ones where they were a little bit vague. This is it's a nice positive actuation. It feels meaty, mechanical. To be fair to Vauxhall, they've done a very, very good job on it, and I can't feel any wear in it. It feels tight, crisp, exactly as it should be. So, as I said, all in very, very fine order indeed. Steering on the car, nice and positive, very well weighted. The track's absolutely bullet straight. There's no vibrations at this speed or any other speed up to the legal limit, so all in very, very nice order indeed. And again, just feels crisp and tight on the road without any slack or any noticeable feel of wear through the steering at all. Suspension on the car on these vehicles, it's actually a very, very comfortable car. It's agile enough through the corners, it sits nice and flat, body control's very good, but the ride quality is really, really good on the car. It deals with pretty much all the imperfections on the road very, very well. And what I'm looking for in these road tests is just any signs of any kind of mechanical clunks from underneath the car, which is normally fairly innocent stuff. It's sort of anti-roll bar links, drop links, little rubber bushes that perish, and you end up with kind of metal on metal in effect. But there's nothing from this. It feels very, very, very tight and taut, and just completely free of any wear that I can feel. Brakes on the car, again, they're very, very good indeed. It's had a very recent, I'll just give them a shove there, I think within the last few hundred miles, it's had a brand new front discs and pads fitted to the car. And certainly looking underneath, that sort of stands up because they look absolutely as new. And the brake pedal's really good. There's no vibrations or pulsing coming back through the brake pedal at all. As I mentioned earlier on, it's, you know, it is a very, very quiet car. I'll get up to 60 miles an hour, the legal limit, which is now. Very little wind noise, hardly any road noise or engine noise. That could be ruined very easily with a, you know, badly fitted windscreen or door sill that was accidentally damaged, but all is very, very quiet and subdued in here. Looking around inside the car, no squeaks, no rattles, no buzz trims, nothing at all. It's a very, very nice dashboard. Even in the few minutes I've had playing with it, it seems pretty intuitive. All the switches fall readily and easily to hand, and everything that I pressed has worked absolutely perfectly. Air conditioning's pumping out absolutely ice cold air, and it's a pretty hot day today. It's over, well, it's 24 degrees it says on there, but that's all working absolutely fine. But it's just a very nice dash. It really is. It's you know, feels very well built, the whole car. Dashboard in front of me here, all the readouts, all the pixelation exactly as they should be. As I said at the outset of the video, these videos are critical, so if there's any issues that, you know, there may be on the car, I have, and I, you know, will continue to relay them back to you as part of the video. I have to say on this one, there's nothing to report back at all. The car drives absolutely beautifully. It really, really does. You know, having said that, you know, if there's something on the video that I've missed that, you know, you want answering them, you know, please don't hesitate, you know, do call us, and we'll happily answer any questions you might have. We do prefer to be called, by the way. You know, you're welcome to email, but we're quite an old-fashioned business. We prefer to sort of chat about our cars. We're very enthusiastic about them, and we feel it's much more personal when it's done via telephone. But as I said, if you still want to email them, you know, please do so.